Welcome to Fantasybites. I'm your host, Matthew. Today's video is what to watch for. In this video, we will be highlighting some players to pay attention to this Sunday for Week 5 of the NFL season. First up in what to watch for is the Browns' backfield. After Nick Chubb went down with an unfortunate injury last week, we finally got to see Kareem Hunt take over a backfield again. What ended up happening was to be expected. Hunt produced and looks to be a top-tier running back going forward. What Chubb's absence from the backfield also causes is an opening for backup D'Ernest Johnson to step forward. We have already seen Hunt and Chubb both score over 10 points individually in weeks 2 and 3, so can we expect the same from Hunt and Johnson? After Chubb left the game in week 4, Johnson was able to come in and put in a serviceable performance. He scored 9.5 fantasy points on 13 carries for 95 yards. The biggest knock against Johnson is his lack of passing work, which means that his floor and ceiling in PPR is super dependent on how many carries a game he gets as well as the matchup. The upcoming matchup against the Colts means that you shouldn't start Johnson this upcoming weekend, but his usage in the early down situations means that he will be startable in flex positions as long as Chubb is out. Next up, we have the Chargers' backfield. Another backfield that has opened up due to injury. We will now be seeing what the Chargers' offense can do without Eckler on the field. The two targets fantasy players have to fill in for Eckler's absence are Joshua Kelley and Justin Jackson. Kelley was a popular pickup after positive performances in weeks 1 and 2, but has yet to shine since, including in week 4 once Eckler was ruled out. Justin Jackson was the more popular fantasy pickup this week, as he was available in more leagues due to an injury that kept him out in weeks 2 and 3. In my opinion, Kelley will be the back to get the most of the carries for the Chargers. He's already had a game this year in his rookie season where he tallied 23 carries, albeit without great efficiency. Jackson has had some good games in years past, filling in for Eckler and Melvin Gordon, but has yet to see much on-field action so far this season. Despite Kelley's previous heavy usage and good performance early on this season, the Chargers' backfield strikes me as harder to predict compared to the Browns' backfield. We can expect that Kareem Hunt will get the lion's share of carries while D'Ernest Johnson fills in on early downs, but we don't really know how Kelley and Jackson will be used now that Eckler is gone. Keep an eye out for this one. Next up in what to watch for, we have Kenyan Drake. Kenyan Drake has fallen from a first-round pick to a player that you might have to stick on your bench. Despite a massive amount of carries, Drake's best fantasy performance this season has been 14.5 points in PPR, which was outdone by Chase Edmonds' 15-point performance last week. If I were a Drake owner, I would be optimistic for his future. The Cardinals' offense as a whole has not truly taken off yet this season, as they are the lowest scoring team in the NFC West. We can assume that the Cardinals' offense should regress back to the mean, which translates into more opportunities for Kyler Murray to run rampant, which will also open up space for both Drake and Edmonds to run. Of course, Chase Edmonds could have an increased role going forward, but the game this weekend against the Jets sounds like the perfect matchup for Drake and the Cardinals to get their offense back on track. Alright, that'll be it for today's video. Best of luck on Sunday. Make sure to like, subscribe, and even share the content if you enjoyed it.